going?
I'm okay. How are you?
Doing great. So last week we talked about the person you wanted to become.
Yeah.
This week we're going to talk about the obstacles in your way. So over here, imagine that person that you want to become.
Okay.
What's right here? Tell me about that.
So getting into that program, I feel like there's first of all making sure I have the requirements to get into school.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah. Okay.
Definitely probably like challenges for the first semester. I think it's gonna be a lot adapting, being back in school, studying, being focused,
Yeah.
um, time management, all of that.
All those skills. Yeah.
Then depending if we do school here or if we do it somewhere else, if it is somewhere else, then the whole thing about like moving and
It's kind of like an adaptation again, right?
yeah, but it is. I do find it's gonna be kind of scary, like because the financial aspect of it as well.
Financial aspects. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I hear you correctly, it is the educational requirements,
Mhm.
like to get into the educational institution. It would be the adaptations and then the financials. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So we had spoken about the educational requirements before.
Mhm.
You said that you would be willing to go back to high school to get your high school diploma, then potentially go into the Sage Upper University and then
Yeah.
you identified one, right? It was
Yeah.
bishops.
Yes.
And I believe it was Sherbrooke, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Have you looked into applying to adult education, or have you been registered or anything like that at all so far?
Yeah, so I think that is the next step because after, like, as you recommended, speaking with advisors from those programs, they did tell me that I needed
Thanks,
those
man.
credits,
Great.
and I think that's just if that's what I have to do. There's no skipping it, so I think that would probably have to be the first step.
Okay, great.
So yeah, that is something I plan on applying to very soon.
Proud of that you took initiative and you did that. That's good. That's great. Okay, well, honestly, we could just take that obstacle and just like throw it. Next one, adaptations. Have you looked at the campus at all, the university that you want to go to, or even the adult education, the resources that are available on site?
Yeah, so for my focus now is more on the adult education because that's what I'm gonna be doing right away. And I did see on their webpage there were like services if you needed extra services. So I think scheduling a meeting and maybe talking about my needs would be important to do.
Yeah.
And then I'm also worried with how I'm gonna be able to like function outside of school, like with the assignments, getting my work done.
For sure. For sure. Is note taking concern at all, or is it
Yeah.
more or less like the
Notes are it's hard for me to take notes. I've just always been like that. I have trouble. I always want to get everything written down on the paper, so I'm more focused on writing everything the teacher says and actually listening. And I don't write as fast, so I miss
Yeah.
everything. And when I start missing stuff, I stop listening because I get discouraged.
I'm almost certain that there must be resources available, like a note taker or something like that available at the school.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something that you'd be interested in. We could look in that together too.
I think that could be a helpful support.
Yeah. Would transportation be at all an issue, you think?
I think with my services at the rehabilitation center, I think it would be okay.
Okay.
But that I haven't looked into it yet. I've been more focused on like, will it work for me? Will I be able to do the academic part of it? Than the I didn't think of that part yet.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I agree with you. I would look into it like a counselor or meet up with someone, talk about the resources that are available at the schools. So I'm definitely certain than not that there must be resources available, free of
Okay.
charge almost, also. And the last obstacle, which was finances, so tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I did something I don't usually do because I'm really motivated to try to get the ball rolling on this, and I asked help from my parents, and so they told me like they were trying they want me to get back on my feet, and yeah, start trying things, and they're willing to pay for school,
Oh,
cover like all my books, and also like if I need a bit of pocket money, so I don't have to work for my first full year back.
wow,
Um, I haven't worked, but like I know if I did go to school, like my savings are going down, and it would be tough financially. But knowing that all of that is taken care of is definitely takes care of that whole issue.
so if I'm understanding and hearing you correctly, this finances goal, sorry, this obstacle, I should say, it's not more or less like a short term, it's more of a long term goal? Like,
I
sorry,
think it would
not
be
goal,
more long term, yeah, because right now it's taken care
taken
of. They're willing to help me right now, but like we just discussed for this first year, right? And then when I do finish my credits for adult education, and I'm gonna be moving on hopefully to the programs I want to do, then that there will be like if there's gonna be a higher cost, then that's gonna be something I have to have at the back of my mind. But at least I know like to get this started financially, I'll be okay.
would you be willing to maybe find a job when the time is right?
I think like I don't know what you think about this, but maybe like in the summer, like when I finish school and I could work and just save up, and I should have enough. Like if I work 3, 4 months, right? Saved up money for like tuition and books.
Nice, I like that. Does that seem cool with you too?
I think so. I think like the fact that I'm getting that help from my parents makes everything a lot better because I don't have to worry about money right now. And in the summer when I don't have to juggle school and work, I could just focus on the work.
Right. Cool, so I think we're gonna be running out of time very, very shortly. The clock's over there. Next week, I'd like to hear a lot about how you're doing in regards to all those obstacles, contacting the educational institutions, maybe talking to counselors, hearing about the resources, not so much about the finances situation as you had expressed, it's more of a long-term thing, not so much short-term right now. And just really seeing where you're at. So I guess that in some way it's somewhat homework for you.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, awesome, Zach. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
No, I think from like day one to today, we're kind of setting a clear like path, and like things are getting a lot more
Clear.
and I'm feeling a lot more supported.
Awesome. All right, Zach. See you soon.
Okay. Bye.